Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, what we're here to talk about today is Mr. Miles Morales. Looks like he didn't really want to do his own thing, and we're going to discuss that today. Let's have a good time.
Whatever you pour your energy into, you get more of.
Yep, every single time, even if it's a channel. If you're more serious, guess what you're going to get? More serious feedback, more serious viewers. If you're sitting around playing all the time, what you think you're going to get? A bunch of people who playing all the time.
What you resist persists, meaning whenever you fight against something, you usually get more of it. This is also known as the Streisand effect. When you pour your energy into something, whether it be good or bad, you get more of it. This is also why they tell you to practice gratitude, and why when somebody is appreciative of something you do for them, it makes you want to do it for them again. Every time I have failed to abide by this law, I have suffered, right? And every time that I have trusted that this is the way the universe works, despite how I feel emotionally, despite what seems to be obvious in the external, it has always worked out for me.
And this is one other thing that I say. It also cannot be disingenuous. It has to be true. It has to be real. It has to be like you, because if it's not, you could try to fake it all you want and do the impersonation thing, but it still won't return to you because you still have that negativity on you. But once you actually, let go and you truly are what you say you are, no Eminem pun, that's when those changes happen. A lot of times people say this out of their mouth or they act it out, but they don't get the actual outcomes that they want because that's not genuinely and truly who they are. They're trying to fake it to make it. And you also cannot fake the universe into bringing you what you're trying to get or what you're aiming for or whatever you're looking for. But once that's truly who you are, you start to attract the same things that you're projecting, because and again, this is not any of the superficial, supernatural stuff. There's nothing like that. But a lot of times your actions have reactions, and it doesn't mean it's magic. It's just every little thing you do affects all the outcomes. It could be as simple as you waving at somebody. It could be as simple as you smiling at somebody or holding the door or saying good morning or how are you in the morning time, and just meaning it and hearing somebody out could change your life.
It's never betrayed me. It's never failed me. It is a law, a metaphysical law, just like the law of gravity. But anyway, we're going to be seeing an example of that play out with this guy right here. NPC Miles Morales deserves his failure. This guy, I don't know if you recognize him, but first he got a little bit of motion on TikTok because he would do this NPC thing where he was pretending to be the Black Spider-Man, from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. And he did this NPC thing where he was acting like a non-playable character from a video game. Anyway, he caught the attention of Cenat, and Cenat actually invited him on multiple streams. This, of course, led to him growing his clout immensely, which I'm sure led to more opportunities and giving him the chance to make more money. Well, anyway, Cenat, he has come back to the streaming world, and he is doing another round of Streamer University, right? He applied, but he was rejected, apparently, by Cenat, and he crashed out on the internet.
That's wild. I thought he was going to do his own thing. That's just, hey, I had to. I had to do it.
What's poppin', y'all? Cenat got these guys in an absolute chokehold because one of his formerly recurring guests, NPC Miles Morales, Spider-Man, right. This guy lost his mind when he found out that he wasn't accepted into Streamer University.
Look at that.
Bro, on God, this is why I don't talk to y'all in this community, bro. This is why I don't f this community, bro. This is why I don't f y'all, bro. Y'all can dead 35,000 watch me, bro, but not tuning into the Switch, bro. 1,000 watching me, but ain't nobody dropping a sub, ain't nobody showing love, bro.
And see, here's the conflict. There's a lot of times I'll see creators do this where they're like, yeah, man, I don't even care, man. I do it for the love of the game. I just love doing it. But then when they don't get the money that they expect, or it doesn't work the way that they want it to work, or or whenever they was lying to kick it, they're not getting the results that they're looking for, they start to do this. Like I said prior and I said earlier, you cannot fake it. You can't fake the funk. Eventually the real you will come out. If you truly was doing this because you love to do it, it wouldn't matter. The fact is, if you said you got 35 something thousand people looking at you, that's your fault if you're not getting donations. That's your fault if you're not good enough to get them to transfer from one platform to another. Because successful creators, good creators that don't sit around crying and whining all day, it doesn't matter what platform they're on, their numbers go crazy on every platform because they're talented, because they worked for that audience to be there. Never once did they get on here and say, man, y'all need to go ahead and, there's 1 million of y'all need to give me 200,000 likes. No, bro, they did their thing. The creators just did their thing because they love to do it. And guess what? In return, people supported them. They didn't ask for people to donate. Now they did say, follow me over here to watch me over here too, but that's different. It's like, hey, I don't want you to miss my content, but it wasn't, oh, you need to drop me some subs and pay me money because I'm making content. It's like, hey, I do want you to watch me here too, because I want to be everywhere. So if anything happens here, you'll have me there. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the way you're doing it is completely wrong. You were trying to fake it like you love doing it, but now the cracks begin to show.
Wow, look at this. He's complaining. He's saying 35,000 people. So right here, I think he's talking to his own audience, which attacking your own audience, God damn it. Listen, they say the customer is always right. Your audience is always right.
And I know there's some people that will hear this and say, nuh-uh, I do what I want. And they just listen. You don't know much about business. And if you think you're going to argue this fact, let me go ahead and break down to you why they're right. Because whatever you did, whatever you were doing, your audience came because of something specific that you were doing, which means what? They're not going to ask or request something of you that they didn't follow you for in the first place. So as they start giving critiques and saying, I don't like this, or I like that, or whatever they may say, if you want them to proceed to follow, if you want all of these people, because I'm sure they follow, the majority of them follow for the same reason, you might want to listen to what they have to say before you get mad and that 35,000 turns into 8,000. Like, don't play that game. You're asking to lose.
You may not always agree with them, but don't fight them, okay? If your audience really fucks with you and you have it's a loving kind of relationship, they support you, you appreciate them. Whenever they are pushing back, don't start calling them names. Don't start fucking, disparaging their character.
And not to keep cutting him off, but keeping in mind the fan base that you built. You built a fan base off of trolling. You do understand that, right? You didn't build a fan base off of your character. You built it off of trolling as an NPC Spider-Man, as a black Spider-Man. So the audience that you cultivated and the characteristics of the people that follow you are what you signed up for. Why would you be getting upset for the audience that you specifically sought out? As I tell people, you better be very careful about your actions on the internet, because when you build a fan base, it's so custom. It's like your fan base is literally a real life version of create an audience. It's like a create a character version of an audience. So you better watch everything that you do, because if you come out here and you say, I'm gonna disrespect public, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have it to the point to where cops chase me, I might risk throwing hands with somebody and being confrontational when they see me in live, or whatever you're doing, whatever you're displaying and whatever you're showing, and showing people how to treat you, that's your audience, man. Whether you like it or not. And if you don't like the audience that you have, guess what you're going to have to do? Square one. Start over.
They've been supporting you this whole time. But yeah, he's complaining because he's not getting a bunch of money despite people coming and watching him, right?
He be in my stream talking about some, why don't you express yourself? Why don't you talk about real shit, bro? Talk about this, talk about that. And when I talk about this, bro, y'all be trolling. Y'all be trolling me, bro, all the time, bro. I'm tired of, bro, what's wrong with my community, gang?
You built that audience. And the people that are telling you talk about real Steve, that's your opportunity right there to build a real audience. You built your audience off the back of a fictional character from Spider-Man. You didn't build your audience off of you. You built it off of something else. And this is what's gonna happen. If you didn't want this kind of reaction, you should have built it off of your own back instead of off somebody else's. Bro, you gonna have to start over from nothing. And the few people that you got from the NPC thing, you're gonna retain maybe about 2%, 2 to 5% of that audience because they truly rock with you. It's not gonna be the 30,000. The 30,000 is gonna be primarily jokesters and clowns because that's the kind of content that they like. And every now and then you have people who are clowns, but they're not clowns all the time. And I know you don't want to go from 35,000 down to 500, 700, but that's your opportunity to show who you truly are, to show your talents, to go by your actual name versus just being NPC Miles.
Look, he's trying, you see, and here he is just so confused. Because do you really think the same people that are asking you to be real and like open up and express yourselves are the same people that are trolling you when you do that? You can please some of the people some of the time. You can't please all of the people all of the time, right? You've heard this before. And so this is a very like stupid mistake that he's making right here, attacking his audience like this. Looking vulnerable, getting emotional. This is not good. This is how you turn into a lol cow.
LTG anybody? That's exactly what's gonna happen. And then once you get to that point, it is nothing more than an uphill battle.
But wait, and Kai, you know they finna troll worse, bro. You know they finna, oh, you ain't making it in the stream of you? Damn, this ain't making it in the Clover Boys, and he ain't making it in the stream of you. Damn, you ain't living in the mansion, bro.
Now what? He's holding a gun to Cenat's head and saying, how dare you not put me into Clover House? How dare you not have me on Streamer University? Like he owes you some shit? Why are you entitled to that?
Bro, what happened? Kai don't these don't God damn, bro. Fuck, man. 10,000 subs every night, bro. How you get to 1 million subs, bro? Come on, bro.
Whoa. Hold on, little homie. Hold on. Now, I don't know if you'll see this or not. I want to make something very clear. What Cenat gave you was an opportunity. Kai did not need you to reach that 1 million sub. He was going to reach that sub count whether you were there or not. Him having you on his stream was an opportunity for you to handle your business. If you need Streamer University, you don't belong there. I think there's this misconception of what Streamer U actually is. See, Streamer U is not to blow you up as a creator. Streamer U is not there to put you on. Streamer U is to give a leg up to people who are already on, people who are already making moves. Some of these people who I've seen on there, they already rolling. They already got traction. These people already got fire content by themselves, as themselves, who put themselves on. Streamer U is doing nothing more than giving a leg up to people who already put themselves on. Regardless if Kai put them on there or not, they already had an upwards trajectory. He's just getting them there a little faster. But as far as you having the mindset to think that, oh, you was getting 10,000 subs because I was here. No, sir. He was going to get those subs regardless because he's already had LeBron up in there. He's already had Krishan Rock and Blueface and all these strings put in all this work, had WNBA players coming. Just listen, homie. Like, I'm not saying this to talk down to you. I'm saying this as your unk and your old head. You have to stop with this entitlement and thinking that you're bigger than the program because you're not. Okay? You didn't help Kai do anything.
Oh, come on, bro.
He does not even say to himself, what did the other people, what is it that's going on with these other people that got into streamer university that I don't got, right? He doesn't look at himself and ask himself, what do I need to do differently? What do I need to improve upon? Don't you think that if you had motion like that, if you were really pulling viewers like that, if you had a fan base like that, you'd get in, bro. You seen the play. You seen what it is. Cenat is trying to bring on streamers that are lit as because he wants streamer university to continue to be popular, right? This is obviously his dream con. It's obviously his could have been records, right? This is what he's trying to create here. And so, yes, he wants to kind of have this like university theme thing going on, but he also wants to bring on the biggest, most lit creators. That's not on him. That's not on him that you're not fitting that bill.
You got, bro. If I don't get into fucking streaming you game, bro, I'm finna break in that something. You finna let me in there, bro. You finna give me a chance to be me, bro. You finna get to know the real me, nigga.
That's what I'm not understanding. You have 35,000 people to do that for right now. I mean, allegedly from what he's saying. I don't get it. So you're frustrated because you can't go in there and be yourself when that's not what you're known for. If you were a streamer, like you said, the Spider-Man thing, because that's what people watched you for. That's what the stream was for. That's what people found entertaining and found funny. Don't nobody know you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows you. Why would somebody tune in to watch you when they're unfamiliar with you as a content creator? Like you saying all this, but you're not even paying attention or listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Tired of this.
So first off, the level of entitlement on this guy is insane. Like Cenat not only helped,
and here's the thing, especially towards the end where it's like, I'm gonna break in. There's a part of me that thinks he's like trying to halfway play it off as if he's like joking, like this is a pretend crash out. Intentions don't matter. All that matters is how you're perceived. All that matters is how you're received. That's it. And so even if there was a part of him that was kind of halfway joking, and it ain't enough to be halfway joking, it's either it's a full-on troll and you're full-on joking and make that obvious, or you run into this situation where people are like, yeah, but he kind of mean that shit a little bit, even if he is joking somewhat.
Get him more visible, because that guy, the whole NPC shtick was falling off by the time this guy even showed up to Streamer University. So, or not Streamer University, to Mafiathon. So Cenat helped that keep going. Cenat put paper in this guy's pocket. He gave him money. He gave him a car.
Bro, he gave you money and a car, and you still can't make it work. I mean, damn, how much more you want? You want him to get your house too? Golly, bro.
He allowed him to see the real.
I can't believe that. He gave him a car? Oh my God, man. So you're telling me this guy gave you all this clout, all this motion. You got a chance to meet all these big streamers because of this connection you had with Cenat, and he got you a car, and this is how you respond? Right? Wow. So fucking ungrateful.
Miles Morales voice actor, he helped mentor him. He had him on stream for 30 days straight for Mafiathon 3. He put his face in front of millions of people. Tens of millions of people actually saw it. And then he let him do his thing after.
And then it comes the question. Okay, you're in front of all these people, right? And then they go to your page. Like, how often, this is the same thing with Pinky Dog. How often can you say, I'm gonna do my own thing? Yeah, no, I'm gonna do my own thing. Or else crash out on people in real life. It's like, but how much can you do that? Like, how many videos are people gonna truly consume of you doing that? Like, that's your whole bit is a few lines from a TV show and or a video game. And you're upset at the fact that you don't have more notoriety, but that's the main thing that you're recognizable for.
And
Wow.
what has he done since? Complain. Well, in this specific clip, but I did do a little bit of looking to see, like, okay, what did this guy do after the Mafiathon?
Right.
Because that, of course, had to be his peak. Mafiathon was like October, November of 2025, was it? Or 2024? Because he took a really long break. No, it was 2025. And this is the funny thing you see with this guy. So he was a part of 2 Mafiathons.
Wow.
He was part of Mafiathon
2
2.
Mafiathons, right? This is, of course, Kai Cenat's like month-long marathon streams.
Bro, how much more help do you need?
Look, he's in the same room as fucking Drewski, bro. Look, if you can't make something happen after getting opportunities like this, you have no one to blame but yourself. You shouldn't even need Streamer University. Kai Cenat should be begging you to come to Streamer University so he can continue to, like, you know, pack the roster with entertaining lit niggas. That's the position you should be in. On some, like, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna go to Streamer University. It shouldn't be on some, I'm looking to this to be my lifeline to keep my career going. That's, you're not built for this, man.
That happened in 2024. And he was a part of Mafiathon 3 that happened in 2025. So check this out, right? Like, I don't come without paperwork. So we pulled up this guy's Twitch, the NPC Miles Morales guy, right?
Okay.
His Twitch is leaksworld_. So
All right.
we got his paperwork here. So after November of
His Twitch isn't even like branded properly. Nobody would know this is the same guy.
2024, that's right after Mafiathon
Leaks World? Never heard of that before.
2. He was doing Mafiathon 2 while Kai Cenat was asleep, and he streamed the next month. So December he would stream, and he streamed a lot. He streamed like 576 hours,
Okay.
and he gained 100,000 followers.
Nah, we done here. This man had gained over 100K followers and couldn't maintain them. Nope. It's all excuses. If you see this, do better. If you want it bad enough, do what it takes to become a streamer or be a streamer. Go ahead and start from scratch. You're upset that people aren't taking you serious. You're getting upset that people keep telling you to be NPC Miles. Well, do what you got to do. Start all the way back over at that low count and build it up off of your own name. Like, bro, if you couldn't make it with over 100K followers due to the events that you were involved in, I don't know what else to tell you. That's a straight up skill issue. But if you kicked it with your boy this long, I appreciate you hanging with me. Links in the description below like always. And in the meanwhile, I'm out. Have a good one.